name is Mr. Jan Witteveen. Please give him a big hand, the founder of Eccenterade.
Thank you, Patrick. The presentation I'm going to give to you is a presentation with passion. Passion for the supply chain, but passion for the industry. What do companies like Philips, Dell, Eneco, TomTom, and Bugaboo have in common? They all face three major problems. Finding components of high quality, at the right price, and more important, from reliable sources. And they do this constantly with sustainability issues in mind. That's why they are talking to Eccenterade, because we are helping them innovate and develop and launch new products at the fast pace that is needed in today's world. We create a platform that will help find suppliers, connect and validate suppliers, helping boost innovation, because supply chain goes hand in hand with innovation. And let me explain a little bit on that, because I have to dig into the world of procurement. Imagine the phone in your pocket. I hope they're in your pocket now, actually. The phone in your pocket consists of 300 components. It doesn't matter if it's an iPhone or if it's a Samsung. Those 300 components are glass and casing to widgets and buttons. And they need to be sourced by procurement professionals through a manufacturing conglomerate worldwide. In the past, the speed of innovation was much lower. Like Patrick said, I'm not the youngest. I mean, I'm still remember my Apple II. Those products could really take a while to launch. But they were basically focused on three criteria: price, quality, and sometimes reliability. But it took a while to search and go through to suppliers to find this innovation. But it could be developed because the pace, like I said before, the pace and the competition between those markets was much slower. But the world has changed completely. Manufacturing companies nowadays are scattered everywhere, from China to Brazil. Borders are completely vanished, and internet is now global trade. Consumers and companies need to really develop fast. They need to innovate due to competition. And they need to be also much more cost effective than any other one. But to make things even worse, now comes the rise of sustainability, corporate social responsibility. Huge criteria, making the work of procurement professionals a really hard time. In fact, the European Union launched a law last year that obliged manufacturing companies, actually all companies with more than 500 employees, to have a sustainable development in place and a purchase process that helps boost innovation together with sustainability. So procurement, quality, sustainability, and reliability. Imagine the work of a procurement professional that needs to go on and on and on to search all suppliers worldwide to really keep the pace up with innovation. You may ask, well, you can go to Google and find suppliers, just type the name of the product. Or they can go to Alibaba, just one of the biggest IPO ever. But what's going to happen here is that no one will have any insights on the reliability and, moreover, sustainability criteria that match with that organization. I have seen this in the past. Took us 2 years to find suppliers, or longer. Imagine the time that you waste innovating and launching new products. Imagine the cost of every organization going through this list. I have seen this when I was working at Apple. Believe me, Samsung as well, and Unilever. It happens all the time, and it costs companies millions of euros. And I've seen also when it goes all wrong, when reputation damage is the issue. That's why, with the passion of the industry, we developed Eccenterade. We developed Eccenterade to give the 21st century on search for supply chain. So let me explain how it works. We have automated hundreds of processes worldwide with reliable sources of data in one single platform. We are giving now the power on procurement professionals to search much easy, have a list of criteria to make a quick evaluation, and on top of that, negotiate much faster than before. But the most important tool within this whole process is sustainability. Why? Because Eccenterade is the first company that implements the global reporting initiative that is being used by the European Union to check manufacturing companies on their sustainability criteria. And while we have done it, we have automated the process. No one can do that. So in fact, we have at this real moment 40,000 suppliers in our database completely checked. So let me show you how it works. Imagine you're a phone maker and you want to create your new phone, or you want to search components of it. You enter our platform, you search on polycarbonate, and Eccenterade will give you a list of potential suppliers that match your requirements of your company. It's an intelligent search. We choose the first one, PV Plastics. It's a Dutch company. We give information about the company right away, where it's located. The sustainability criteria that match with your organizations. And those sustainability criteria are global, and they are from the Global Reporting Initiative. After that, it's important to know how is the financial information of this company? Where are they doing business with? Which countries? In this case, Asia, United States, and I believe Brazil. It goes beyond that. We can understand exactly how is the pipeline for this supplier. The trade data, where is it being shipped to? And more important, where to and with whom? How is the supply chain of your supplier? We have added something very new, something called the sentiment of your brand. We are able to check news online regarding to that specific supplier to understand what is it doing and what happens to the supplier in comparison with your brand. That's why we give the power back again to procurement professionals to understand if the supplier complies still with your requirements. And we added something really cool. Together with LinkedIn, we were connected to our platform and created a peer-to-peer connection, giving again procurement professionals the circle of trust, which is very important because when I want to do a purchase, I want to ask my friends of my contact peers if they're doing business with that specific supplier. To recap for you, we have a strong selection of suppliers regarding to your search. We give, as no other platform, information on sustainability, the specific credit check, and shipping informations, a completely ecosystem for companies. And we cut the 2 years needed to find a supplier to a couple of weeks. That is true value for money. That's why companies like Philips, Dell, Eneco, TomTom, and Bugaboo are closely talking to us. They are testing our platform at the moment. And Philips just wrote this, just prior to this event, that using Eccenterade could prevent a Pandora box of sustainability down the line. And they are very pleased with our system. Our initial market share will come actually from what I know best, is high tech. We're going to focus completely on high tech manufacturing companies, in which we have now in our database 40,000 selected companies for those markets. We will give a freemium subscription model to easy access to any kind of company regarding the size, with limited data search, and we'll give up 3 subscription models that will give any access regarding to the needs of that organization. And not forgetting to corporations, we will give a tailor-made subscription model. I personally invested 100,000 euros in this idea, and we are seeking an investor that can help us grow for 700,000 euros to further develop the team, develop the platform, and make this a truly global platform. Our aim for 2015 will be to have between 5,000 and 10,000 registered users and upscale those users to 1,000 paying customers in 2016, generating the roughly revenue of 2.5 million euros. I don't do this alone, I do it with a really beautiful team. Herman Voss is our CFO, has worked for 11 years as an investment banker for ABN AMRO, and the last 5 years helped grow and funding many startups. And as Patrick said, I'm very pleased that Robert van Os has believed in our idea and has joined us in our team. So thank you so much, Robert, really. And I myself have 15 years of working experience. I had the pleasure to start my career at Apple Computers, and I helped launch the iMac back in the days in the Benelux. And if it wasn't enough, we got really a strong selection of mentors. And they are helping us on supply chain information, data analysis, online marketing, and strategy. And there is one person that we couldn't fit in this picture, but it's Lodewijk. So I would like to really thank you, Lodewijk, for all your support and all your patience with our systems. Thank you so much. I know you are somewhere there. Eccenterade would like to really create transparency in global trade, because supply chain and innovation goes hand in hand, like I said before. If you really truly believe that you also want to give a better world for your children, because we want to help the companies innovate and create better products, come and talk to us, because there is much more information that I can give you. Thank you so much.